Alright guys, I'm talking to you from my truck. Got my camera plugged up. It was 100% charged last night when I went to bed. We're at 4% now. We may be getting a new battery from GoPro. I don't really know what to do, but anyways, we're about to take the skid steer off the trailer. We'll put the bush hog on as promised, and we will drive about an hour, and we're going to bush hogging job. So probably won't catch any video on the way up there. Gonna let this camera charge, so hopefully when we get in the machine we can shoot some footage. So we'll be back. Alright guys, update. It's almost 2 o'clock. Clearly not morning anymore. We've been put a little behind. So that's how my days usually go. Is whatever I have planned does not work out. So lunch now has become beef ravioli with a spork from the gas station, because the lady was so nice enough to give me one at the miners market. We got some fuel and we're headed up here to start this first little bush hogging job. Just went through a massive wreck, and we're going through the big city of Churchill now. People see me crazy with my camera up, but I don't have any mounts in here yet either. I haven't had time, but I'll eat my ravioli. By the time I get done with that and my bag of peanuts, we should be at this first one. We'll run around it. I'm struggling with which one I was going to do first, because I've got to get back to get my little girl. My mom's going to pick my little boy up from school, so we'll probably stop at the Asbury place first, knock it out real quick, and if all else fails, we'll get unloaded and started at the other one. We've got a lot of rain moving in. I'm just trying to get it done. The neighbor actually stopped by. He's from South Carolina. He's got some land that I'm very interested in buying. So that's what the holdup was. He called and wanted to meet. That turned into 15 other things. So anyways, I'm gonna eat. Be back when we get there. Alright, so I have a new problem. I do not know where the magnet mount is, so don't have any other mounts. They're all in the excavator. I have this yellow buoy looking, I guess it's supposed to float maybe if you drop this thing in water. So I do not have my magnet. I do not know where it is. I thought it was in here. It's probably in the Ranger, which is in the shop on the lift. So we'll get out here and get started. I got my ravioli ate. It is all done. So we're gonna do this real quick. I'll try to film what I can, and then we'll figure something else. Look, if I can talk, we'll figure something else out for the bigger one. All right, we got a lot of people up here. I look like an idiot talking to my camera, so be back. Okay, now that we're in standard video, I'm gonna explain this again, because I do not know what I just done. Still learning this camera, but right here we've got the main stone drive, and we're basically gonna bush hog between it and the Asbury place up here. I've got to be super careful not to throw this stuff in the road. Last year I done it. You couldn't even get down this path. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to mount this thing in here. I don't think. Maybe right here. Hey guys, that might work. Let me see if I can shove you down in beside this. Hey, aha. We will try that. So maybe you can ride along. I don't know what kind of view that is. It may suck, but we'll try it. Out to the left, so we're gonna go up through here and actually bush hog coming back this way for the most part. And that should keep it from going in the road. Up here it's not too much to worry about, but right there it is. Some low power lines. Actually, let's leave that on standard flow. We don't need a bunch of momentum to throw it. We're just gonna chop it down. You gotta be careful in places like this. Plenty instances where I raise this thing up pretty high and come down on top of brush, but when you've got a power line like that, it's not even worth it. So we got a guide wire right here. This was super difficult last time to navigate for the first time because you couldn't see any of that. You couldn't see any of this period. So we'll cut our blade off in case we slide or something. We don't want to cut that. And then I am going to trim this tree because it's in my way. See, we're on the guide wire right there just to try to get by. I think she'll hold. Looks like somebody's done us a favor and threw a bunch of brush over the hill. That's great. The main thing we're bush hogging, you'll see coming up, this really don't matter that much. I don't know what they've done right here. They put some dirt. Do not know why. We're gonna stay a little high. What's in that? Got another guide wire right here. My buddy Billy Craddock, he owns Hillbilly Landscaping. Actually, I think he may call it something else now. I can't remember. I know it is Hillbilly Landscaping. Great guy. Gets me a ton of work. We work together on some things. You'll meet him if he don't care to be on camera. He probably don't care. Alright, that's good. We'll go right out here, and that way we can come back up there. Yeah, this is just a mess. And I'm assuming every time we do this, it lets him mow a little further. I think I might have been another blade over last time I done this, but he can mow about 5 more feet now. I hate working in the city. Got another road right here. You gotta watch for cars. Gonna click this thing off just as soon as you see one. See, like there's a glass bottle. I'm gonna raise up a little bit and miss it. A lot of times if you try to get out and pick up all the trash, if it's something big, I'll get out and get it. But if it's a small piece of something, I just kind of raise up a little bit and get what's on top of it, because you would spend more time sorting through this trash and you can't see it until you get started. There's a little plastic piece right here, you'll never see that. But you'd spend more time picking up trash than you did to do the job, which sometimes you have to. This bush hog is an amazing machine. Got a couple stumps right here. I remember hitting those last time. It's way easier this time than it was last time. I will say that. This was a jungle last time. You couldn't see nothing. Got another stump to my left right here. And if I remember right, that's it. I know you guys can't see it, but we've actually got Easter flowers starting to come up right here. If you don't know what those are or what, that might not be what they're called. I'm going to save these because they'll be beautiful on this, popping up out of this junk. I'll try to get them in view of the camera later, but when they bloom, they're just beautiful, and they're only here at Easter time, so we call them Easter flowers around here. I don't know what everybody else calls them. That's what we call them. I don't back over them. And they're wild to my knowledge, but a lot of people have transplanted them into their yards and driveways and stuff, and they're just beautiful, like a dogwood. Dogwood stinks though, but get the beauty of them one time a year. Got a car coming down over here. I'm gonna stop in just a second. They'll pull out there and we'll move forward. Nothing like getting rained on from above by a bunch of brush. Alright, make a run for it. Go. Thinking about it. They're thinking, are we really turning right? It took me that long. I just want to get in here, hit the high spots, and get out. I've got to go. Quite good at it. I've transformed a lot of properties just being this little bush hog. I actually blew this thing up one time. The whole pump, blade, everything fell out the bottom, ripped all my hoses out. But I'm telling you, I couldn't ask this thing to be a better piece of equipment, and it's a cheap one. I've looked at buying a Blue Diamond, which is supposed to be the top of the line, but I'm telling you, I'm sure they cut grass better, but as far as the performance of this and what I've put it through, until I just absolutely cannot fix it anymore, I will keep going with it. I've had to weld the brackets back on, put new blades on it, actually welded the drums. Okay, so there's the Easter flowers. Don't know if they show up, have no idea. A little green patch in your screen, maybe. If we came back here in about a week, they'll be bloomed out yellow blooms, and they are beautiful. They're my favorite flower. No method to this, you just gotta get in here and cut it. Get you a spot opened up and everything you're doing, even if you have to miss a spot and come back and get it, just watch where you're putting everything. Take your time and get it done. We got a little parking garage here with a concrete barrier, so it helps us a little. But like this stick right here, if this thing grabs that stick the wrong way, not as bad in standard flow, but in high flow, man, I've slung a stick and a rock a good 7,500 yards. So you really have to watch it. Be careful. And the way this machine's designed, you really can't hang chains in front of it because my blade's actually cutting on the outside of those corners. I've tried different ideas for chains. The back we don't really have to worry about. We can put chains on the back, but nothing really slings out the back. It all comes out the front. I thought about building me a, and the problem too, chains will lay your grass over before it gets to the blade. And the reason this machine works so well is the blade actually protrudes out from the edge of that platform, and it cuts the material before the platform lays it over. So that helps this machine a great deal. And I almost believe if I tried, I could chop down a light pole. It would take a minute, but it'll do it. I have cut some just humongous stuff, man. It's going around our Easter flowers. I'm gonna clip the top of this stick off. There's our flowers. Maybe out of the right side of your screen you can see some flowers there. I'm gonna get these sticks out of them. And I don't know if any of the residents come down here. I saw a guy letting his dog be there one day, so maybe he'll get some enjoyment out of those flowers and brighten his day. I know they do mine when I see them. I know it's springtime. My favorite time of the year. Until we get to fall, then that's my favorite time of the year because it's deer season. I usually try to find the good in everything. I know I am tired of the cold and the wet, but we need that too. Man, I could have been done 10 minutes ago. Just trying to be easy, not sling anything. We have insurance, but we do not want to use it. Even that light stuff, I know the camera don't pick it up, but even the light stuff, it's slinging up the hill about 20 yards. If it catches something heavy, it's like Babe Ruth with a baseball, that baby's gone. Go a little faster going back down. All my debris is going to go that way. Now we're just going to back up and do it again. We'll literally grab one swipe on the way out, and that's it for this job. There's not a whole lot here. It wouldn't be worth unloading the machine, but I know it helps Billy, and he gets us a lot of work. So we'll be doing a house demolition here soon, or a deconstruction, I should say. I'd have to say demolition. That we don't do that. We do house deconstruction. So we'll be taking the house apart, and probably about 3 weeks, I'm assuming. Me and Billy's we're gonna do that one together. Well, I'm gonna do it with my machine. We might use his dump truck, I guess. But we may just burn it all right there. We really haven't. I really don't know what we're doing. I just said I gave a price and we're gonna do it. out later. That's the easy part. this on both ends to get out, but hopefully this is the less intrusive. I know if I make a scratch on this bank, they don't see it like they do on the other side. So we'll ease out this way. Get loaded up. So I figured out time warp on this thing. I don't know if I can do it after I film or not. So the next job, I'll get there and show it, and then I'm gonna put it in time warp and we'll try that out, because I know a lot of this stuff is just monotonous. Just to watch go real slow like doing that. If that was in time warp, it'd be done in a few minutes. Don't get on to me for running the stop sign, guys. I had to. I didn't have to. Do just the perimeter, same over there. Like I said, I'm gonna put this in like a time warp. I'm hoping, last time I done this it took me about 4 hours, but it was the first time it had been done in years. So we're going for an hour. I want to say I can do it in an hour, and they've actually built that since I was here last time. Try to loop around the parking lot here. Oh well, maybe not. We're gonna turn around. All right, next time you see me, we'll be in time warp. Alright guys, we're done. The camera actually went dead. We were on our way back to the trailer, so you didn't miss anything. Got done. Rain's supposed to set in, I guess, tonight maybe. Definitely be raining tomorrow. In the next 7 days, we have got a ton of projects we've got to put. We've got to rewire the lights on this trailer. I ripped those out, so get those back in. So it's very important to get done today in the daylight because I don't have tail lights. So we're gonna get that done today, or next week, maybe tomorrow. My small skid steer trailer, need to do some work on it. We've got new teeth for the Bobcat, or skid steer I should say. I have to do a service on the excavator. I've got to go pick the excavator up tomorrow. I've still not moved it from the job we done yesterday, the fence clearing job. So got some videos to edit, this video to edit, and man, that's another thing too. Learning how to do all this stuff is, when you come in on the back end of something that's been going on for years and you try to learn how to do it, there's just so many things you don't know about in the editing and how to do this and just simple stuff, but you gotta figure it out. That's about it, guys. We're gonna head home, stop and get my little girl, and take it easy the rest of the day. Please subscribe, like, comment. Until next time, guys. Thanks.